Okay, let's solve our quadratics. Now you have to use the methods that I'm showing you on the on your test. For each one of these, you had to go and use the method that was said. A few of you guys didn't. You didn't like it. You went, I'm going to try it this way. If you didn't use my method, I didn't give you credit. I wanted to see that method. Solving quadratics is finding the x-intercepts. What do you need?
I just want to know about the use of, I guess it can wait till next time.
Okay. If I'm going to complete this square, what I'm going to want to do, there's a couple different schools of thought, but why don't we just add 59 to both sides and get it out of there? We'll wind up moving it in a minute because v squared plus 6v minus 59 is not factorable. So I'm going to look at completing the square by adding something to the v squared plus 6v. So the way we think about this is we go and say, well, what's half of that b value? Half of the b value is 3. So I need to add 3 squared to the problem. What's 3 squared? Right. So I'm going to go in and say, all right, my v squared plus 6v, I need to add 9 to, which means if I'm going to add 9 on the left, I need to do it on the right. I just created a perfect square trinomial on the left-hand side. It's the product of v plus 3 squared. 59 plus 9 is going to give me 68. Any questions so far? I'll entertain them. Okay, adding in that perfect square to get this. Then I'm going to move on, and I'm going to unsquare. So, you know, every time we do completing the square, it's almost as if it turns into a solve using square roots, doesn't it? You have to use square roots to solve. So what I'm going to find out is that the quantity v plus 3 is going to be equal to plus or minus the radical 68. Now, one of the things that I saw a lot of people get to this place, but then not quite know how to handle undoing that subtract 3. V is going to be equal to negative 3 plus or minus radical 68. Now, if I remember correctly, radical 68 can be simplified further. I think 68 is, somebody check this for me, I think it's a product of 4 and 17. 4 times 17? Check it. So this one would need to be simplified further to read 2 radical 17. Say it again. Final answer right here. And even, you know, even better would be to go negative 3 plus 2 radical 17 and negative 3 minus 2 radical 17. Cool.